I would say the one thing that Roxanne Spillett poured into me early on when I was appointed president and CEO of the Boys and Girls Clubs of Hartford, I had the opportunity to talk with her. And I asked her just directly, how did you build a board of influence for Boys and Girls Clubs of America? And she said to me, she just looked at me and just said, it's quite simply, I just found the one person that will be a magnet for others to be attracted to wanting to want to belong to Boys and Girls Clubs of America. So I asked the question, well, who is that person? She said, General Colin Powell. So for me, it was like, okay, how can I find locally the General Colin Powell of the greater Hartford community? And it really helped me strategize and think about how to really develop a board of influence with limited number of degrees of separation, not 6 degrees of separation, but the degree of separation to get me to any person of influence that can drive our mission. She planted that seed with me, and I have one of the best board of trustees for the Boys and Girls Clubs of Hartford because of what she poured into me and the advice she gave to me around governance. I look at Roxanne Spillett as a giant. When I think about Roxanne Spillett, I think about growth. I think about expansion, going places where Boys and Girls Clubs needed to be. And she led that charge. When you think about government relations and that growth during her tenure, that's legacy that she provided for Boys and Girls Clubs of America. She was a giant and will always be a giant in my eyes. She is probably one of the most eloquent speakers. Now, there are a couple of really eloquent speakers that can command a room, just their aura itself. She was very commanding in her presence and how she went about the business of Boys and Girls Club work. Again, her stature will live long for our movement, being the first female president of Boys and Girls Clubs of America. And I remember the transition from Tom Garth, and then when she came in, it was seamless, And I think about the time, it was very much needed for our movement. And she was that person, the right person to lead our movement at that time.